All right, everybody, it is Friday. It's Friday, we made it. We do have one more strength that we need to get done this week. Today is it. So, you're just gonna need your band today, okay? So, a resistance band. If you have one of the fancy ones with the handles, great. If you have a super band, great. But we are not talking about the mini band. That will not help you today. So,
that could be interesting.
Could be, yeah. You want to try it? Record it though. Send it to us.
Send us the tape.
That's right. Send us the tape. All right. Jumping jack, seal claps, crisscrosses. Good way to get started.
Yes.
You ready? Yeah. Let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arms out in front. Open the chest up nice and wide. Ready to begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arms wide. Feet wide. Let's crisscross everything in the middle. Ready to begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Did you grow like an inch?
I don't know, because the other day I hit the wall too, so either my proprioception is
Something's
off.
off. You're always like skimming right below my hand. This time, high-fiving right in the midst of
Stranger
it.
things have happened.
Okay, so with our band, the first one that we are going to do is a squat with an overhead reach. So from here, feet are going to be shoulder width apart, just like you were going to go down into a deep squat. Why? Because we're going to go down into a deep squat from this position. We're going to lift up overhead, back down, and then stand up. We're going to try to keep our feet pointing forward. If you're missing a little bit of the mobility, you can turn out wide a little bit. If you have maybe 2 books that are about the same size, that are maybe 1 inch to 2 inches thick, and you want to put your heels up on those. Sometimes in the gym, I will have our clients do that. If you have 2 small dumbbells, I can set my heels up on these. And just now, elevating my heels will allow me to get really, really low. I can reach up nice and high, back down, and stand back up. Now here's the thing. If you can go into a really, really deep squat with your heels elevated, but with your heels down, you can't go as low. We got to work on some ankle mobility. So that's what we're going to do for 45 seconds. The second one that we will do, from this plank position, we will reach back, touch a toe, come back to the plank position, and then rotate. And we will do that one side only. Right? We won't alternate this. I need a stopwatch.
There is one available.
Or no, I'm naked without my stopwatch. All right. Are you all ready?
Ready?
Let's do the first one with my heels up. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Begin.
I was gonna say, make sure you don't trip over those dumbbells.
And that is a legitimate thing to say to me. Good. As we raise our hands overhead, make sure you don't at the same time tuck your chin. Keep looking up. We're going to get a lot of hip, shoulder, ankle mobility in this 1A, 1B. Why is that important? Well, it really helps with our posture, with our structure, with our stability, our balance, believe it or not. And time. All right, you can set that band off to the side. All right, we're gonna go in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Slow and controlled. Make sure you come back to that plank position each time. Reach towards the toe. You might not get all the way to the toe. You might get to the knee or the shin. Because you really have to get those hips up high. coach.
Oh boy. It's good though. It's good for a Friday. Easing into it.
And time. All right, we're resting. Give it a little shoulder roll, shake it out. All right, about 15 more seconds. We need to grab that band again. Sink down nice and low, reach up nice and high. Going in 5 seconds. Get those feet set. You want to be heavy, heavy, heavy in those feet. Let's go ahead. Squat down. Reach. Lower. And stand back up. There is no rush. We don't put speed into our 1A, 1B. Ooh, I need to do a little extra work, coach. I need to stay after class today. This used to be a piece of cake for me.
Yeah, it's funny how quickly, if you're not doing your mobility consistently, you can really catch up.
And time. All right, hopefully you remember which side you did. We have to get the other side. Three, two, one, begin. Reach and rotate. My feet always slide a little bit on this turf.
Yeah, my hands are sliding. But for you guys at home, make sure those feet are spread wide.
Yeah, if they're side by side, you're not getting what you need out of it.
Slow and steady.
It wins the race.
Yep.
And time. All right, I would say we are
Warmed up.
adequately warm.
Yeah. Yeah, 45 seconds for plank work is challenging.
Yeah, and in that one, you can, especially if you're new to the plank, if you did that and every 5 seconds you were putting your knee down, maybe you just stick with touching the toe. Maybe you just do the rotation. Or you give yourself a goal that you're going to go halfway, touching the toe, halfway with the rotation. Something like that. You don't have to do the combo right out of the gates. It might be something that you set a goal for in the last week.
Right.
You do the combo. All right. So, first one we're going to do is a half kneeling overhead press. And I want to show you some options for this one. The option is going to be based off of the weight that you have at home, okay? So, if I have a little bit of a lighter kettlebell, whatever leg is down, whatever knee is down, that's the side we're going to be pressing from, okay? So I'm here, I press, and then I actively pull it back down. It's a concept that I'm trying to get across at the gym. Is that if you push up, a lot of times we just kind of guide it and gravity does the work down. Think about actively pulling it back down where you want it to go. So we press, we return. The other option that we have is to hold the kettlebell like this. One hand on the handle, one hand on the bell. We press, we return, okay? If you have dumbbells, you can do the same thing. If I have a heavy dumbbell, I might do one hand like this or press like this. If I have two lighter dumbbells, I can press like this.
There you go.
Okay? Those are your options. We're going to do, if it's one hand, we're going to do 6 to 8 one side, 6 to 8 the other side. If you do two hands and you're using a kettlebell, I do 6 to 8 and 6 to 8 since one hand is holding the other. If you got dumbbells, You can just go ahead and do 10 to 12.
There you go. Oh my gosh. I know. All right, guys, 4 minutes. Try to get in about 3 sets.
Yeah, 3 sets, 4 sets.
So rest in between. All right, here we go.
Here we are.
Okay. I'm lucky here because I got a couple different
You got options.
options in terms of weight, so that makes it nice.
Breathing wise, I always recommend when you go against gravity to exhale.
And always start with your non-dominant side if you're doing the single arm version, so that you know by the time you get to your dominant side, you can handle that weight.
If you start with your non-dominant side and you only get to like 3, coach, before the technique goes, what should they do?
I'd probably put both hands.
Both hands on it.
Yeah.
That's when you can, no, just immediately shift, put both hands, and get after it. Woo, Hercules over there.
Woo!
I feel bad because I was doing 2 hands with the same weight that you were. All right, fine, I'll do.
You're going for broke today.
I'll do the same weight that you're doing. All right. She likes showing me up.
I'm here to work.
Apparently. I'm here just to put on a show for you guys. She's here to get work done.
Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. We don't need too much rest because.
The other side is resting when one side is pushing.
Right. Oh boy. Woo! Feeling it. Overhead presses can be pretty tough, especially for females. But you keep practicing, you build that strength.
That's it. You gotta be able to reach that strength part, which is when it's really fatiguing. If every time you do it, you get to 8 reps, and you probably could have done 10, you're building good endurance, but you're just not getting any stronger. You have to come close to what we call technical failure at that rep range that we give you. So you can make it more challenging, single arm. You can make it more challenging by slowing it down.
That's one of my favorites. Doesn't matter how light, heavy your weight you have. Slowing it down inevitably makes that weight a lot heavier.
Concentrating now. Focus on the muscles that are working. You gotta earn it.
Woo, we're down to about 20 seconds. That means.
Means I gotta get after it.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it's my dominant side. I'll be okay on this side.
Oh my goodness. Right in the nick of time.
All right. So we'll set the kettlebell off to the side. We'll have the option of using it at the very end. What we're going to do now is a hip bridge. So for those of you that are new to the hip bridge, feet are tucked in really tight, hands are down, head is down. We bridge by driving our hips high and then back down. We are going to do a banded variation, so you're going to hold the band right across your hip bones, push up into it, and back down. Now if you have, this band is a little bit thick for me to drive and get full range of motion, in which case I may just opt to do a single leg hip bridge, in which case I would do 6 to 8 on each side, or 10 to 12 if you're using the band.
All right, here we go. And sometimes it takes that first set to figure it out,
Yeah.
or first workout maybe. See what works best for you.
Instead of the band, I'm gonna just elevate my front foot.
Oh, you're going fancy, huh?
Well, not fancy, I just wanna get it. That band was really challenging.
How many are we doing on this one?
This is 6 to 8 if you're doing single leg, or 10 to 12 if you are doing that band. If you're brand new to the hip bridge, the band isn't even necessary. You can do 2 feet unbanded. Where should you feel this one, Coach?
Well, depends, but glutes, hamstrings, maybe one area a little more strongly than the other.
Yeah.
Or just maybe a combination, depends on
I'm feeling
where
it.
you put your feet.
Hamstrings, feeling it in the booty.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yes. This is a hinge, and we like this hinge for people who are just starting out with the hinge because there's no messing it up.
It's
you pretty much
friendlier on the lower back.
Yes, you lower your hips and you raise them up.
All right, I'm gonna go with the half-inch band.
Ooh. Now you get a nice range of motion.
Yeah.
And I like also squeeze the glutes at the top. Make sure you get a really good squeeze so you know you're at the top of the range of motion.
Don't lift the head up. I see a lot of times people will do this and they're almost like doing a crunch. We don't want that. This one we want to focus on that strength tempo, that 2-2, 1, 2 up, 1, 2 down, versus what we did on Tuesday in our cardio, where it was you get about 1 rep per second. This one we want 1 rep per 3 to 4 seconds. So that slower tempo is going to build more strength. That quicker pace tempo is going to do more cardio.
Right. Get that heart and lung health as well.
So same exercise, 2 different ways of using it. All right, this is starting to get my hamstrings a little not happy with me. They're threatening a strike.
Yeah, you get that burning sensation going. You know your muscles are working. Ooh, we're down to 38 seconds. I'm going to take a quick little break.
I always wonder, from a viewer's standpoint, is it better to see that your coach that you're watching is feeling it with you, or is it better to have like those professional ones, video people that are like, this is nothing, keep going? Those people drive me crazy. I'd be like, I'm burning, I don't know what you're doing.
I know.
I tell you, we're feeling it right alongside with you all at home.
That's right.
My booty is burning. Oh. All right. That was the whistle, Coach.
I know. Last couple.
What are you doing?
Last couple.
All right. So, the next one we're going to do is a seated row, seated banded row. We have done these a lot of times, but we're going to add a little twist to it, okay? So, we're going to pull it back, and then it's going to go 3, 2, 1, forward, immediately pull it back. 3, 2, 1, forward, immediately pull it back. If you have a super thin band, you might even loop it around like this, then pull it 3, 2, 1, back, forward, okay?
So the concept is really slow on the return.
That's right.
Our eccentric contraction.
Pull, then 3, 2, 1, and pull. It's impressive how fast people can count when they're counting this eccentric movement, or sometimes it's called the negative. They'll pull it back and go 3, 2, 1. What number was that? 4?
Yep.
This is going to be a 10 to 12. It might be an 8 to 10 depending on the size of the band that you have. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Say it in your head. 3, 2, 1.
Lost count.
That's it.
This
right
is
there.
the last one, or
That's
the
it.
close to the last.
Woo!
Just focusing on my 3, 2, 1.
It's 3, 2, 1.
Then it got me mixed up.
Yeah. Sometimes I go 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4. And I know what rep I'm on.
That is
That's like PhD level fitness coaching right there. That they don't teach you in undergrad.
It struck me after a couple times when I had lost count, and then I was like, well, now I don't know which one to where to start.
That's my trick. All right. Let me get my band set. Sometimes I'll even turn my palms up in this one. We've done it where our elbows go really wide. The nice thing with the banded row is that you have 3 or 4 hand positions that really going to just target little differences in the back. Are you on 3, 2, 6?
8.
Wow.
Maybe you are too, and you just didn't know it.
That's true. It's hard to count, talk,
Right.
breathe, have good form, keep the core tight.
The other thing I like about the band too is you can, choke down a little bit further. Maybe you're folding it in half. There's different resistances that you can work with.
Band is really nice in that aspect that there's not a whole lot of, you don't need 15 different dumbbells or kettlebells.
Yeah.
Two or 3 bands can give you all the resistance required.
Right. Good
All right, guys, we've got about a minute left, 50 seconds. We get one more set in.
Absolutely.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 2. 3, 2, 3. For those of you that are wearing your MyZone, this one might not be scoring super high.
Right.
That's okay. You score high on the cardio, you get a little bonus on your walks, but not every one of these strength elements is going to score high, nor should they. That one we were sitting, we were very controlled, we were focusing on a specific muscle group. Now, this next one might get you elevated. We're doing a split squat. So, get started from the floor. I have to constantly reiterate that. Start from the floor. That's how the brain learns. We're 90-degree bend in the front knee. Knee, hip, shoulder, ear, and the back. Then we stand up. We come back down. Here's what I want to caution you. I see this an awful lot. People will stand up and then move their back leg. Don't do that. That's the whole point of starting from the floor, get lined up. Now, up and down, if you want to add weight to it, you can use your kettlebell, you can use your dumbbell. You have a lot of different ways to load this movement. But we gotta get started in 3,
Here we go.
2, 1, and begin. I didn't move my leg forward, I moved it sideways. People were like, oh coach, you did what you just told us not to do. That was just so I didn't fall over.
And 6 to 8, I don't know if we said that.
Yeah, 6 to 8 on each side. Still with that 2-2 tempo.
Back foot slipping away from me here.
If you can't get all the way to the floor, you might stack a few pillows underneath of your down knee.
Yeah.
I like a target though. That way every rep is the same range of motion.
Okay, I'm feeling it.
You feeling this?
Yeah. And it's interesting, I think, even though it's a split squat, and we should feel that in the quadricep, because there can be muscle tightness. A lot of times I get my back quad feeling more,
Oh yeah.
more tense than the front.
I'm feeling it obliques.
Yeah.
Right? From the side to side.
Yeah, so you might feel in different places. Just remember that it is a leg dominant exercise, and that's really where you should feel it the most. And of course, with leg dominant, you usually can lift more weight. So this might be one where you have to slow it down a little bit if you don't have as heavy a weight.
If you have dumbbells, you can add a little curl.
Curls for the girls.
Or buys for the guys.
Woo!
Always start from the bottom. That is key, key, key.
Oh my goodness.
Because of the
This
slow and controlled tempo, you might not get full 3 sets in. And with a minute 20 rest, you might need to judge, maybe I only do 4 on one side, 4 on the other side. If you've been doing 8, you might dial it back to 6. It's going. You can probably see it through on my zone shirt. It's like da 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 da.
Feeling the intensity.
I'm feeling it.
All right, guys, under a minute to go. Keep that steady tempo. Oh, I had a coupon.
That's right. Next time you know.
Next time I know.
Next time you know. That's the thing. First time through, you don't always know. Next time you will. I like this new Spotify playlist I'm listening to. It's called Energy Booster Rock.
Oh.
And it has everything from, Fall Out Boy, Metallica, the Ramones, Joan Jett. Like, it's pretty cool.
I'll have to check that out.
Energy Booster Rock.
I like it.
I do like that one. Okay, now for our power, we're gonna do some body weight stuff, and then we're gonna do some mobility. And this is one of those where I hear it from clients at the gym. Coach, sometimes you throw stuff in here just to make us feel uncoordinated. That's not true. But this one might make you feel a little uncoordinated. By the end of the month, you'll have it. We're gonna do a sprinter lunge. And we have done these sprinter lunges in the past where that back foot is back. Like we're gonna sprint, we drive, and then we come back. But instead of letting that back foot return, we're gonna land in a good athletic position. So we're gonna explode out of the sprinter lunge and land in a squat position. So it's gonna go like this. Jump and land. Then I step back. I jump and land. When I land 2 feet, I wanna make sure that my knees don't go valgus, okay? So here's what it'll probably sound like for most people. They'll jump and then pop, pop when they come down. We wanna try to land on 2 feet at the same time. We're gonna do that for 30 seconds. We're gonna rest for 15 seconds. We're gonna get the other side. We will rest for another 15 seconds. And then we're gonna do some hip mobility. We're gonna turn our hip inward and bring it out. Other hip inward, bring it out. But we're gonna do it from that squat position. So I'm gonna be down, and I'm gonna rotate in, and I'm gonna rotate in. Yeah, I'm gonna roll up on the balls of my feet. Absolutely. You don't wanna do this flat-footed. You want to be able to have the entire hip rotate. And then we're gonna do a 1 minute rest, I think. And then we're gonna do this 2 times.
Yes, twice through.
Twice through. All right. I'm gonna try to do this and watch the stopwatch at the same
Well,
time.
in advance, forgive your math.
Okay, that's true. This one actually would have been able to be done on the timer, but I got your timer right here.
All right.
Which one are you jumping off of? I'm gonna go off my right foot.
Oh boy.
I know. Ready and begin. Up, land. Step back. Up, land.
This is feeling really good coming off those split squats. Our legs are working.
Oof. It's all about that landing time. 15
Oh, thank
seconds of
goodness.
rest. Now we're gonna get that other side.
Woo! Heart rate's up.
Yeah, it's up there. It's up there, all right.
We're counteracting the banded
Ready
work.
and go. Drumming.
Woo! Feeling those legs. You got this, guys. We're right here with you.
And time.
Woo!
Now, one of the things that might help you, you'll feel it out, but if you have the arm of the couch there, something like that, where you can brace yourself, might be a great idea. Are you ready, Coach?
Yeah.
And begin. Sort of really rotate those hips. Turn that knee down. Ooh, I feel way more in one than I do the other.
I like to do these in the gym with the suspension trainer.
Yes.
Something to hold on to.
Right? That's
So
could
that
be
gives
the
you
arm
the
of your
visual
couch.
of what might help in this.
And time. Woo! Now it's a minute rest.
Nap time.
1 minute rest.
Yeah. Second set may not be as spirited as the first.
Spirited, I like that adjective.
Whew. Yeah, get a drink. This is a good time to have some refreshment.
It's only 30 more seconds of. Now 30 seconds of rest goes by fast.
And the 30 seconds.
30 seconds of
work,
that's
eternally slow.
forever.
Yeah.
All right. Now that I'm looking at it, my heart rate's going back up. All right, I'm just gonna set this over here on the side. So, all right, we're going in 3,
Okay.
2, 1, and here we go. Push, land, drive, land, drive. As I'm landing, I'm throwing my arms down to help absorb that momentum.
Oh my gosh.
5 more seconds. And time.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Woo!
Oh. Give that 15 seconds of rest. and then
5 more seconds to go.
fast.
3, 2, 1, and here we go. Drive, land.
I thought I was gonna be stronger on my right side, but
You are stronger technically, but you are less balanced.
yeah, and I thought that that wouldn't be an issue in this, but this is actually playing out as a balance exercise as well.
Yeah, think about if you were to do a layup in basketball.
Ooh.
And time. Right? I go up with my right hand, but I'm pushing off my left
Yeah.
for that layup. Same principle applies here. All right. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. If you do this and you feel torque, you feel some discomfort in the knees, I want you to focus more on the ankle, focus more on the hip. You might just stand here and just kind of wiggle around a little bit and not do the rotation. People don't have bad knees typically. They have really tight hips and ankles,
Yep. That's
and
what
those
it's-
knees are overworked. And time.
Oh. Oh boy.
You'd be like walking like a baby deer.
Oh, yeah.
A giraffe walk here in a second.
I feel it.
Legs are spent.
Legs are spent. That's all right. We got the weekend we're sliding into.
Right.
You can take a walk or 2 this weekend and work all that fatigue out.
Yes.
Work it on out. Oh. That was good, Coach. I like that one.
Yeah. Even though there's a couple parts that weren't overly intense, this finisher, I feel like really
And the finisher, the
made
nice
up for it.
The nice thing about the finisher is it doesn't always have to require a kettlebell swing. Although kettlebell swings are maybe one of my favorite finishers,
Right.
it doesn't have to have a med ball slam or anything like that, which we know jacks the heart rate up. It can be body weight. You don't have to have 1,000 reps. And that also made you better. That's the whole point of exercises. Not just to beat you up, but to make you better. And believe it or not, that finisher did 2 things. Got the heart rate jacked so you were burning fat, and also gave you much better mobility. Speaking of, let's lunge. I want to get that knee way out past that ankle if we can.
Yeah, I think we got some good mobility work in today.
Yeah, shoulder mobility, we did that rotation. And let's put those hands down and we'll lift the hips up nice and high.
Okay. Feel that.
Yeah. And then come down. If your right foot is forward, see if you can reach back with your right hand and grab a hold of your left foot. Right hand to left foot. Your other right hand. There you go. And then lunge forward. Some of you can't do that, in which case it would be okay to go same hand, same foot. So one option is what I'm doing, that same hand, same foot. The other option is what Coach Amy is doing, which is a cross body quad stretch. That's the one I prefer. I like that one best.
It is tough.
And let's switch sides. And let's get that good lunge happening. Where do you feel this one? You might feel it here. You might feel it out here. You might feel it in this front ankle or this front hip. You're gonna feel it wherever you need to feel it.
It's individualized.
And let's go hips high. Stretch out that front hamstring. If you are able to drop your back heel to the floor, you'll feel it a little bit in that calf. And then drop that knee down. And let's reach back and grab a hold. Either crossbody like Coach Amy's doing, or same side like I'm doing.
This is like pretzel stretch.
Pretzel stretch. I had somebody ask me
Human pretzel.
the other day in a session, they're like, do you remember the pretzel?
Oh gosh.
And I was like, yes, I do. I can't believe you remember the pretzel. Let's go hands and knees. We'll arch our back up super duper high. Angry cat pose. They're like, yeah, that was a good one.
Now that, talk about feeling uncoordinated.
Drop your belly button down to the floor.
That was the ultimate.
That's when you need a little coach help with.
Yeah.
So we can actually go over and physically move your foot or move your arm.
Yes.
And let's come back in. You just can't see that one done on screen and be able to replicate it. And let's come forward into our cobra pose. And bring one leg up underneath.
A favorite.
My absolute favorite. Second one is that lying on your back where you cross your leg over, but this is my absolute fave.
It's a good one.
Woo! And we gotta get the other side.
Whenever we do this stretch in a yoga session, I'm always like, oh, thank goodness a break.
Can we just hang out here for a little bit? They're like, and then we'll change here, and you're like, namaste right here.
I know, I'm like, I'm enjoying this sleeping pigeon right here.
The napping pigeon, that's the new one. And relax. Nice work.
Yes, we made it
You
through.
made it to Friday, Coach.
Woo.
Woo, good work, everyone out there. You deserve a high
High
five as well. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you tell all your friends and family to subscribe at this channel. Like it if you did like it. Leave some comments. If you haven't made your way over to Living Fit 40 and Beyond, that is a Facebook group. It's free. We post every single day to it. Something nutrition, fitness,
Right, some kind of wellness tip.
wellness tip. We got podcasts and all kinds of stuff, motivational videos. So make your way over there. That's another one that you can share out to any friends and family as well. If you have any comments for us, leave them in the comments. We do read them. We love them. Keeps us rocking and rolling when we know that you're actually watching. That's it. You got anything for them?
No.
Enjoy your weekend, everybody, and we'll see you on the next video.